Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil. You might hear some music in the background because they're warming up in the park, testing the drums at the moment.
It's summer music.
PG, we're the reason. You're blaming us for having a great time with the Barley to Bottle tour. Oh, fantastic. And the private tour there as well. Were you up? You were probably up in the one where you're like scrambling along looking into the bins with all the grain and all that stuff. You really get a sense of how old some of those setups are at Springbank. Fantastic. Petehead Too Slow, Hixie, Donna Pass. Welcome everybody. Bobby J is in as well. Dustin. So what Springbank is in everyone's glass? Exactly. So let's talk a little bit about this one. I don't really have close-up camera because it's set for, maybe we can do, oh, not that one. Maybe we can do this one. You can see it a little bit. So this Dà Mhìle is a Welsh distillery. In fact, where are my notes? The text is actually in the description. The first ever bottling of Dà Mhìle whiskey took place in 1999, that's this one, and is considered the world's first organic whiskey. Distilled in 1992 by Springbank and bottled for the Millennium, this 7-year-old whiskey was matured in first and second fill sherry barrels. I didn't realise that when I made the thumbnail. I thought it was ex-bourbon, but it's actually first and second fill sherry, so I had to adjust what bottles we're going to compare to today. Glynhynod Farm, meaning remarkable valley in Welsh. The home of Dà Mhìle Distillery has been owned and run by the Savage-Onstwedders since 1981. John, Patrice and Paula came to Wales from their native Holland with dreams of setting up a centre for organic farming and self-sufficiency. It's proper mumbo jumbo Springbank. Deepa's most excited. Their first venture was using Patrice's cheese making skills, very important for Springbank, having something cheesy, to make the wonderful raw milk Caws Teifi. Sorry, I don't know that one. Which is still made on the farm to this day. 10 years after establishing Caws Teifi Cheese, John spotted a gap in the market for organic whiskey. A big gap, in fact, as there wasn't any. In 1992, he commissioned Springbank to make this organic whiskey for him. So it's a real kind of one-off, establishing Dà Mhìle and creating the first organic whiskey of the modern era. The name was inspired by the initial bottling, which was done to celebrate the Millennium. So Dà Mhìle translates to 2000, as in the Millennium, in Scots-Galic. So there you go. Quite an interesting story. Hang on, I haven't quite finished the story. There's another side to this. Now, this one, I believe, was matured fully in Scotland the first 7 years. Yes. But they had more spirits still in other barrels, which they matured. I think there's even a 22-year-old version of this. But at that time, they took possession of the barrels in Wales. And it continued to mature in Wales. So they couldn't release it as Scottish whiskey anymore. But it was the first whiskey, I think, to be co-matured in Scotland and Wales and be organic and be Springbank. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about this particular bottle.
Because?
We bought it at the auction. This is a very collectible $600 type of Springbank. We bought it at the Scotch whisky auctions for 168 it worked out at. And I knew the fill level was low, so I knew it had leaked. And when we picked it up and brought it back home in the car, it had been on its side in the case and it had leaked a little bit more. And when I took the top off to pour the glass today, boop, the top came off. Now the cork is actually still good, but what it tells you is the alcohol has dissolved the glue. And if the alcohol has dissolved the glue, maybe some of the glue is back in the alcohol. Or maybe not. We just don't know. And it will be a blind tasting. No, it won't be fake. It was sealed properly. But this bottle, this was bottled 23 years ago. 24 probably. So we've never had a corked whiskey that we know of. We've never had what's like the cabbagey, cardboardy.
About this bit.
Well, it's 58.6% alcohol. What I'm hoping is the alcohol has dissolved the cork or the glue, but hasn't made it back in. We'll see. So, $17.6 per year though, because it's only a 7-year-old whiskey. So that's what we're going to go up against. Do you want to know what's in the other ones, or do you want it to be secret?
Springbank. 9, 10.
Okay, you close your eyes. I'll tell everyone else what's in the others. We have, because it's sherry, I picked the highest sherry version of 12 cask strength. So 70% sherry, 30% bourbon. That's the 56.2. What year is that? 2018 maybe. That would be one. I found the most sherried local barley, which isn't very sherry to be honest. It's only 30% sherry. And this is the 57.3, the Belgravia one from 2019, I think it was. Then we have the Dà Mhìle itself, of course. Put that one up there. And I brought this one other one up, which is... Oh, wrong button again. Which is probably the youngest Springbank we've got, because we don't know what the age is. It was one of the original mix infinity bottles when the Springbank was still in the Cadenhead shop. And we bought this 56.1%, $53 for that. And I'm just guessing there's sherry in it because it's literally just a mix. So those are the four. They're going to be called, I think, on the bottom of the glass, 12, LB for local barley, Da for Dà Mhìle, and a question mark for the mystery bottle because we don't really know what's in it. Right.
I got nearly 4 or 5 words.
You actually looked a little bit sleepy, like you were falling asleep a bit.
I'm very good.
What 4 or 5 words did you get?
Springbank. Years, 20 years.
There's nothing.
Local barley.
There's nothing 20 years. There is a local barley. Right. Let me go to the chat and just see if anyone's asking anything about it before we get going. Because I will bring up the camera so you can see what we're drinking, but we won't see what you're chatting about. Okay. Oh, you know, we don't have any more bottles after this. This is the last one that we're opening. So there's no option for another show after this at this stage.
We go out the country, we go to whiskey shops.
I'm just saying we haven't got any new whiskey to try after this. This is the last one from the trip. See, Greg's in. Clip Queen Gal is in. Magdalena, Captain Willoughby, nice to see you in. Any questions? P-Ted, PG. Oh, Dustin, what are you saying? I see Spring. I used all caps because you got to scream out Springbank. Springbank! Yeah, exactly. Okay, I see you chatting to each other. I don't think there's anything for me. Should have labelled the last one WM. Ah, we should have. Of course. I did think the question mark is at least in our logo. Right. For today's event, that is love this bottle. Yeah, okay, well, let's see. Only one bottle? P-Ted? What? Now, I did think, well, actually, I'll show you after.
It's a warmer.
It's a warm-up. And I thought we should probably set the scene with something. Close your eyes a minute. Something sherried, right? The 13. Okay.
Very nice. It's almost smoky.
Also, the green's supposed to be organic. Oh dear, I've got to cover up Deepa's words. Only 46%, whereas all the others are in the mid-50s. So.
There's so many different flavours. That's going on.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Very good.
Oh, it tastes peaty to me for the first time. A little oaky on the finish.
There's a lot of herbs going on in mixed with the cereal and herbs together. Lovely. And also oily or not getting a bit, yeah.
How much would you pay for that?
55.
155. That's good, because we sold our backup bottle at the auction for a lot more than that.
Oh.
This is Springbank 13 Green. I haven't put it in the mix because it's 46% and all the others are 55, 56, 57. I would have liked to put it in the mix because this is technically an organic, although they couldn't call it that, sherry matured Springbank of 13 years old. But I thought we would keep this flavour in mind.
It's lovely, fresh, summery type of salad, but it's not very finished. But it did not go down.
It's not very sherried either, is it?
No.
That sherry, it more kind of fills out the base notes, like with a sort of earthy nuttiness. It's certainly not sherry bomb, so it's probably refill sherry, I would guess.
And then eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus, always some pine needles and eucalyptus in the Springbank. Very good. Well, I mean, a little thin overall, but a lot of interesting flavours going on.
But the oil, the good quality oil, carries the thinness.
Yeah. Very good. A quality whiskey. What did we actually pay for it? I think we bought this at locally $141 we paid in December 2020. $9.4 per year at 40 ABV. Right. Captain Willoughby, please keep doing the Sunday the Sunday shoes. You should do some kind of Patreon thing where people can vote versus future shows. Yeah, but we need some whiskey to drink. Still too mad I didn't buy a backup. Well, we bought a backup, but it was so expensive at the auction. We decided the shows, not the shoes, Captain Willoughby. Yeah, we'll think of something.
Maybe we get
Dustin.
Maybe we get the
Yeah. Dustin's saying that the Green 13 is one of Dustin's favourite Springbanks of all time. Sorry, Dustin.
I've given
Greg's Whiskey Guide. Green and not organic was because all the elements are not 100% organic. Don't remember which ones now. Yeah, I think you're right. Like the barley was organic, but maybe the refill sherry barrel wasn't organic. It's something like that, isn't it? I think.
So I suppose half.
Or could it be the yeast? Who knows? Right. I think it is time. No, we won't go dark yet. Let's go through. Let's mix them up before we get started, just so that you know. We don't know where these are. Actually, where's my little bits of tape? So I need the bits of tape just so that I know which way to show them to you. So let's do a first pass. And remember, these are all
50.
Above 55.
And no taste, just nose.
Nose first. Off you go. They've been poured in the glass for 2 hours. Hour and a half, something like that. Comments?
It is very summery. It is
hold
dark.
Can you hear it?
It's fine.
Oh.
Subtle dark. It is very summery.
Yeah, let's do a comparison to the...
Vibrant. I think
That's more kind of Craigellachie style autumn leaves, dirtiness. And this is more spirity, I would say.
Dark.
I was going to say almost a bit minty.
Winter.
Minty winter, yeah, winter greens things. Is that a thing? Slightly bubblegummy, maybe, but sort of spearmint, more spearmint.
More eucalyptus.
More eucalyptus. This is more sherry so far. Oh, so this is richer.
I think slightly more that is.
Yeah, this seems more, but a very sweet kind of sherry, almost like a candy version of sherry. In that one, a little bit funky barley as well, though. Okay, you're chatting to each other.
There's a savory, maybe a wine.
Oh,
Or something.
that's unusual, isn't it? That's a bit sour, a bit like the sourness in that Jura.
Oh, and that wine barrel, some slime carbonate, maybe port of wine.
Yeah, sort of. You know when you get to sort of a sour wine barrel? Oh, but a very nice green ivy or something going on. What is that? Okay. Oh, sorry, your turn.
I think more normal.
Yeah, this is actually quite normal. Not particularly sherried. Right. We are about to go dark. I will bring up the circle camera. Are we still going? Yeah, it's still active. Good.
So I turn off.
Yeah, close that down. So when I put the glass up like this, you'll be able to see. So remember, you can work it out, right? 12 LB, mystery, and Dà Mhìle. Right. MHD Cam. Evening. King of Whiskey. You talking to Dustin? Right. We are about to, I'm going to hide these. We will see you on the other side. Hope you enjoy the music from the park. Right, we can no longer see you. So, what did we say about this one?
Winter, wintry, autumn.
Right, so this is the first one. This was the spearmint one, wasn't it?
Dark.
And the second one,
I think more eucalyptus.
oh, this was the one that was like a candy version of sherry. Then we had, oh, this is the green one. This is like ivy leaves.
And savory,
Like a
wine port.
yeah, like a wine finish, sort of sour. And then the last one, this was the most normal one.
I just normal.
Could be the least sherry. That music in the park's really loud, but I think they're only rehearsing. Do you want to taste any particular one first? What about if we try them?
It's rather normal first.
Okay, so we're going to try this one first because we think it's the most normal. I'm going to take a sip of water first. That's a hint for Deepa to take a sip of water first. But we'll see. I have to be careful not to see the bottom of the glass.
It's vibrant, but I think I might prefer this. There's many different flavors happening more on the summer side. And this is funny.
It's quite warm somehow. Almost like chocolatey powder.
With cereal.
Warmth, cereal.
I think a moister. It's quite oily.
For me, this is all kind of dark, toasted kind of flavors.
And summery as well, because of summer herbs, funny. You get
yeah. Maybe more toasted barley type of thing. A little bit peaty on the finish now. It's very nice. What can I say?
Very strong energy.
Well, they're all strong.
Have you put drop in?
I put 5 drops in. Did you like it?
It's okay. It's overwhelming. I prefer this.
Okay. Let's.
Oh, it's smoky. But it's spicy.
I want to keep the weird one for last. This one seems the most weird. This one that we just tasted, it didn't taste normal. It didn't taste conventional.
No, but it's not that old. Old are they all of them?
Well, don't look. The official one is only 7 years old, so I'm comparing to young whiskies.
Are they older? Oh, 20. That one.
No, there's no 20 years in here.
The Papa again is old.
7.
Oh, only 7.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking at
7, 9, 10.
7, 12 kind of range. Okay, let's keep this one. Let's go with this one. I think this is.
Okay, you got it.
I think this one is going to be quite a contrast to this, because that seemed to be much more candy sweet. Oh, well, Deepa's gone straight in at full power.
Very spicy. Not spicy, exactly. I think water down version of that one is thicker.
Oh, it's nice as well though, isn't it? More simple maybe?
But that is thin.
It seems like
but soft, but not mellow.
It tastes a little bit in the long row direction. Some of the long rows. So maybe there's a bit more peat in that. It seems like it's not just sherry. Like there could be port or something in that. It's sort of got that sort of flavour to it, isn't it? Let me try again.
It's wine, sugary, but diluted, thin, simple.
Oh, there's a very nice little puff in the middle. Actually, not puff of smoke.
So many herbs.
Of like that, it's the eucalyptus thing. But there's a candy sweetness underneath this one, which wasn't in this one.
Then this apple, this one is thick, concentrated.
I quite like that. It's a bit like the kids' version of cask strength Springbank, and this is a bit more like the adults' version. Yeah, much more serious. There's something about this one that I like.
So, but you thought when you came back.
More serious, more.
Thicker, viscosity,
less sweet, less candy. Right, let's go to this one. Ready? I'm gonna have some water in between.
More sour than any of them. A woody bark.
This one tastes a little bit in between these two.
And I thought that also smoky.
Yeah.
Toasted.
It's got a little bit of this candy sweetness about it, but it's dialed down and it's got more of the toasted barley type of thing.
But it's the most dialed.
This seems more classically sherried, I think. More sherry compared to this one.
Yes. Okay.
Let me try again.
Then bring this right this one.
I like that a lot. There's a little kind of bit of pineapple in the middle as well. Is that more sherry than the green? I don't know if we can go back to the green now. Let's see if we can. Oh no.
I think I should prefer this somehow.
Coming back to the nose on this, there's more sherry in this, I think. ABV's too soft now. We can't come back. But I'll try my best.
Yeah, you cannot come back.
No, can't come back.
It's
All right, we're going to go to this one next.
you just cannot. I mean, it's very weak.
Yes, well, we know that alcohol is a ratchet. Now, this is the one which
I think that is red wine, but
I've had a sudden thought. I'll hold it to myself for now. Okay, off you go. You try it. My sudden thought is, what if it's corked? Is that where the weird sourness is coming from?
I don't like it. It's different. Pretty. It's dark. Maybe a touch of boat. Maybe boat that wine.
It tastes completely different to the others.
Yeah, different. I mean, I know that it's a Springbank. I mean, I presume all are Springbank.
They are all Springbank. I mean, okay, let's go again. I think we're safe in terms of damaged goods. This really does remind me more of this old Jura.
The problem that it doesn't feel vibrant. It's not vibrant.
It's sort of it's definitely not very sherried for a start.
But it's not. It's bourbon.
Deepa's got angry face. See the way she's got angry face now. You're not happy.
I would say it's the most bitter of all. It's dry, astringent.
So it's, for me, it's more like an ivy leaf green, green barley almost. Some sour notes, but nothing is bad. It's just very different to everything else.
And definitely some red wine, but you know the finish is a residue of red wine.
Well, it should be sherry, because what I've picked is basically sherried Springbanks of one kind or another.
So maybe fortified.
I haven't picked anything with port or wine in.
Or fortified sherry.
Although the mystery one from the shop, we don't really know what's in it. But okay, let's try and pin this down, because this one I'm pretty sure I haven't tasted before. Do you think?
Fair enough.
Do you think you've tasted this before?
No.
So.
But the DNM, have you put in DNM?
I better not tell you. Okay, let's try this again. Quite neutral, in fact. Now that I've gone a few times to it, it's tasting more normal now. A sort of old oak on the finish. This green ivy leaf thing in the middle. Not much evidence of peat or even earthiness. It's quite...
It's back to Serby.
It's not powerful flavours either though, is it? It's quite subtle flavours. Let's go back to the first one we tried and see if we can...
Obviously, it is the most dry, most astringent.
Dry and astringent. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, let's go to the first one.
okay.
That seems more
Oh,
like...
no, I feel better. Ooh, that's nice. That feels very nice.
This seems more like a modern Springbank, doesn't it? Where the flavours are more bold and full.
I think that's very dark.
More peated with...
Yeah, it feels very, but very normal.
Let's go to...
Yeah, go back with it.
No, we'll go in the same order again. Let's loop through the same order. Right? That seems very
Most
classically
normal.
Springbank to me. Right. Somebody put Springbank through the candy
It's
factory.
beautiful. It's very nice. It's very soft, but not mellow.
Not mellow. Full powerful flavours again, but it's definitely this one, but it's gone through the candy factory. If you took this and made a hard candy, a boiled sweet out of it, you would get something like this.
Interesting. I like this.
Okay, now let's go back to this one.
If I had to, but I go for this because it is different.
Oh, a bit more coconut on the nose on this one now. Wow. That seems like...
I think it's very strong.
Yeah. More,
Maybe ABV.
I think more sherry on that one.
Maybe this is the strongest ABV.
Could be. I think...
So I'm not able to enjoy it. I need to bring more water.
I think I prefer this one over this one. This one is a bit of an outlier for me. Now...
Then we go back to this after this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's better. I prefer this to for second.
Okay. Now...
I think it's a bit of oak maybe.
Okay. Now let's go on to the weird one. I'll try again. Yeah. Much more sort of green, semi-dry, wet, slightly sour barley. It's completely different. That's got to be the Dà Mhìle, because I don't think I've tasted that before. Quite sort of single flavour, not too many things going on. Honest, I don't think it's corked. I think that's just the characteristic of it.
It's very, very different.
Yeah.
I
I think you actually need to go a couple of sips on this to eradicate the other flavours. No sense of peat.
I think it's a bit too bitter from the batter.
Okay, I've got to... Seen as it's here.
Don't you think it's pretty?
Not really. I find it quite balanced and actually relatively simple. This Jura is 24 years old and 50.1%.
I think that's enough. I mean, free of.
Yeah, finish that. I just want to see. A bit different, but some overlap. This is a bit more like Elmer's glue.
Ascendant.
PVA.
It's not vibrant. It's not alive.
Ah.
But it's just a fantastic.
Better or worse? I think it's actually better for me. It made the
I think I'm much better than this.
It made the Jura seem actually younger than I expected. A bit more simple, a bit more gluey.
It's better. Oh, wow.
Right, so that is the Jura.
Oh, I see.
Right.
But that is saggy, but it's boring.
Okay, here we go. Deepa, which one of these is this?
That is mine or yours?
No. This is the original one that we bought back in 2019. The first time we went to Campbelltown, we bought this in the Cadenhead shop.
You mean from the batter?
Yeah, with Janet. Remember when we were super drunk in that shop? The most drunk ever. This is the one that Janet labelled for us.
Okay, and the company of the Springbank.
Yeah.
Then maybe it could be this one. It's possible.
I am confident it is this one. Okay. The Dà Mhìle.
Maybe this.
It's got to be this one.
But I bought it like more. I bought to put it over here though. I feel bad though.
That's true. We haven't. I forgot to do favourites.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. It's too late.
I mean, I can easily put the favourite.
No way. This is for me. This one is guilty pleasure, but this is more classic.
I remember.
No. See, no. See, now we've got derailed. Take those away.
You put it at the first.
Just take those away. Let's finish this thought first. One is 12 cask strength. Now, this one is 70% sherry, 30% bourbon. And this one is the opposite. It's 70% bourbon, 30% sherry. Which one is which?
Both.
No, but which one?
Both darker. Sherry. I remember, and I have to try it again.
Okay. I'm pretty confident it's this way. I think this one's the local barley for me.
Correct. Because I think it's stuff very serious. So there's more sherry and more bourbon.
Yeah. When we said this is the most normal, I thought, oh, it's probably because it's more bourbon.
I think I mentioned that it wouldn't be dark.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dark.
Oh, there's a nice mintiness in that.
Oh yeah, very sherry.
It is possible we're wrong with those two.
No.
I think
I feel bad, but okay, you bought this one. But
well, when we find out.
Okay, I'm
no, I mean, I like this a lot. I can't put it in first place because it's too childish for me. I actually like that quite a bit. I really want to try more of this. I'll do label creep. Okay, I'm going to bring back up the... where are you all?
Oh, no, I think it's too simple.
Yeah, it's too simple. Let's see. Bringing you all back up. I guess we can take that off. Now.
I think it's very, very rich.
Right. The one I'm most confident about, that this is the mystery Springbank. And it is the mystery Springbank. Oh, I guess I should have kept that up now. Hooray! So we are 1 for 1. This because of the Dà Mhìle being something like we've never tasted before. It's got to be the Dà Mhìle. It is the Dà Mhìle. Now, which one is local barley? I think this is local barley. Let's have a look. Is it? No, we got it wrong. It is the other way round.
Oh, wow.
It is the other way round. So,
So that I'm more sherry with me because but I thought it was the Itch bourbon because it was so sweet.
Yeah, but we did say this is the most normal. So now that we know, let's pour a bit more of the Dà Mhìle. That is definitely an outlier in terms of Springbank. I do wonder if the cork affected anything.
I need to double check this too.
Of course you do, Deepa, because double checking is very important in this business. You can never be too sure. In fact, I find that quintuple checking is actually the most reliable.
I put the ABV to 56. 56. And this one is 57. So similar. It's very, very shock.
Right. Can you give me these two?
But which one?
Give me these two blind so that I can just try and make an unbiased decision. There again, I'll probably remember which one was which, but maybe not. On the nose. More classy, more intriguing. Lovely. Full flavors. Not too many changes. Fading away. No surprises. Just very good. Okay, more interest. More complexity. Little bitey right now. This one is more interesting. I'm going to go for this one. Oh, it's the local barley. Okay.
And we both like the two.
Yeah. I like this one because it's juvenile fun. But I can't give it first place. I think that probably means I'm here. But this one though, I keep thinking, is there any cork problem?
Very strong.
It tastes sour in a slightly cabbage watery way.
But
Cabbage water. I would love to try this from another bottle to be sure that it's the same profile. I do wonder.
this one, smoky roasted.
Ah, there will always be a question mark over that for me. Is it corked, or is that the is it slightly corked, or is that the authentic taste? Now, this was made in 1992.
Wow.
I know that this was 1991.
Can we try that one?
We can.
Yes.
Oh no, yes we can.
I thought Nani do.
Jason Coates said 1991 is before Springbank reinstated the malting floor at the distillery. I knew Deepa wasn't going to follow that. When we go to Springbank, we know that they malt their own barley.
Yes.
Because we see it on the floor.
They said that before 91.
Sometime, I think 92, they were still... In 91, they were definitely still buying in
They were using
the barley.
Barley. And then after 91, 92, they made their own barley. And that's what you're saying.
It's possible that this 1992 whiskey, it may not be malted at Springbank. It may not be. it might be a commercial malting, because this one doesn't taste like Springbank either.
But yeah, it's a 92. I think it's a 92.
91, 92. What that means is if they're not malting their own barley, that means it's not so much the fact that it's on the malting floor, it's what do they do after? How do they dry it? At Springbank, we know that for official Springbanks, they take that malted barley and they peat, smoke, dry it.
Yes, but this
Long row, they do it for 48 hours or more. Springbank, they do it less. But this one, I'm guessing, is unpeated. We call this the chameleon. This is the one that always changes flavour depending on what you've tried before. But I absolutely love it enough to put it up here. When I was tasting this, I was trying to think, does it taste anything like this one? Now, this is only 49.7%, 50%. So it will be a bit lighter. Is there anything that could be thought of as similar? Definitely, they're both unpeated. I say definitely, as if I can tell Port Charlotte heavily peated is unpeated. But how is it?
very interesting. It gives you focus.
Oh,
To forget it out.
now it's happening. This is such a unusual whiskey.
It's very it's almost Norman.
It's so subtle.
Yes, subtle.
Like the arrival, you think nothing is happening here,
But it's
and then you're like,
but he gives you focus.
hold on, wait for it, and then the sort of magic appears, and it's
Wow,
gentle, subtle.
It is
Everything,
very quiet.
yeah, everything is like ethereal mist in this one, which I call the magic.
And of course, integrated.
Oh, it is integrated. Okay. What does that remind me of? We're almost in kind of bare barley territory with this. I wonder what barley type that is. I don't think we have any way of knowing what the barley type was.
Oh yeah, bare barley. I think it's more
Well, there was-
Norman, but it's bare barley type.
Yeah. Amazing to think that 23 years ago they bottled this. They made 1,000 bottles. This is number 415 out of
I think
1,000.
it's very because it's made of herbs, fresh herbs.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, it's very yeah.
I like that a lot now. Recalibrating to this and eliminating these powerful Springbank, modern Springbank flavors.
It tastes very bare barley,
Yeah.
very unique. Green.
This tastes older than 7 years to me now.
No, not for me. No,
Okay.
for me, yeah.
Maybe that's
It's
not
old.
maybe that's not what I meant. This has a kind of confidence of an older whiskey, even though it's young.
That's true. That's true. That's your point.
You know, sometimes you meet young people and they talk with confidence. Actually, Tess, you know, Tim and Indira, Tess.
Yes.
Yeah. She speaks with confidence,
Yes.
even though she's a young person.
Oh yeah.
I would like to compare that to Deanston 15 Organic. Which means you have to go
Oh
downstairs
my
and
god.
get it.
Okay, it's a black cabinet. D.
White cabinet. Yes, D. Yeah. Meanwhile, I will catch up on all the chat. Let me see. Here we go. Wow, I better scroll back a lot. Has anyone had this Dà Mhìle Springbank? I must admit that there were reviews on Whiskey Base for the 46% version of this that said it was almost undrinkable. And I wonder if some of those weird notes are what I'm picking up at, but I'm enjoying the the cask strength. Let's see. Dustin and Greg, you're chatting away there. PG, the tour was astounding, and creating a whole bottle, there was a nice bonus. Love Springbank. I know, it's so much fun to be in there, mixing your own bottle, and it almost doesn't matter what you pour in, does it? Let's face it. At the time you're pouring in, you're just thinking to yourself, I'm making myself a bottle of Springbank. What a great feeling. And then you have to go off to the the washback bar and sit and wait for it to be delivered because they have to seal them up officially. Yes. Okay, top shelf. I think. Oh, the Sauternes Long Row Red, and it was good. It probably wasn't the Long Row. It was probably the Sauternes. Don't think it's on the shelf anymore. Oh yeah. Well done, Deepa. Brought up too. The Sauternes 11-year-old Springbank. Did I bring that up? No. I have to say, there's not much evidence of sherry in this.
But it's, I can't believe that because I picked up a bit of savory.
But I thought this was more sherried, and it's only 30%. But in actual fact, this is supposed to be the 70% sherry. This is unknown amount of sherry. Right, what are we doing? This is the 21-year-old. This has Fino sherry in. We actually prefer the 15, which is ex-bourbon. It's more the organic side of things.
46.3 ABV.
Let's see. Can it hold up? Oh, you know, it has that same kind of ivy leaf, slightly sour thing going on. Surprised by that. Oh, you know, Dustin, I've just realised I did bring up.
Ivy leaf.
This is local barley 9, 80%, and 20% of that Sauternes that I sent you, the 11-year.
Very nice oils in it.
Right, scrolling down.
It's good.
I'll have to catch all of this chat later. Petehead, first time I was at Springbank, I was on a motorbike, soaking wet, got a private tour, and my motor gear was dried on the stills. What a fantastic story. They can't do anything wrong for me, and they make a great whiskey. That is a fantastic story. What year was that, Petehead? I wonder what... dried on the stills. So literally you're driving around, riding. You don't drive a motorbike, do you? You're riding around on your motorbike like these were dried on the stills of Springbank.
I prefer the Springbank over Distilled because I prefer the finish. I prefer this.
There is something about this
very different.
15, the organic 15, that does overlap with the Dà Mhìle. Coming back.
I think it's more
Rich.
That's delicious.
Yeah, well, the ABV, 58%. maybe there's some slight taint. Maybe. The only way I would be able to say is if I could find someone with another bottle and we could swap a sample.
You mean another half?
Does anyone have one? Does anyone have one? Let's try and find out. Okay, the only Springbanks I cannot find easily each year are the 10 and sometimes the 15, Greg is saying. What other ones are there, Greg? You mean you can find the 18 and the 21s and the 25s?
After the kitchen, it's better.
Oh, after tasting the Deanston, Springbank is way better.
It's just it's also nice, but these give a finish. It's more ingredient.
Now remember, this is 15-year-old. This is 12, 7, young, and
9
and 10.
10.
This is
Okay.
This is the 21 Deanston Fino sherry finish. Oh yeah, it does smell different.
Yeah, savory, sour. It's very, a very different profile over these two are very caramelized.
Yeah.
I think it will never got to caramelize.
I remember when we tried these together, I thought too much sherry. They've overdone
Yes.
it. And that's why actually on the shelf we have the 15 ahead.
But they are very caramelized.
Caramelized, yes.
I think are very urban.
PG, you're in Germany, but you visit the distillery more often now and buy. Oh, I see. That's where you go and buy the bottles. Just go to the distillery. Even that is not a guarantee, honestly. Greg, you won't chase the Dà Mhìle bottle for sure, value-wise. Right. Not sure they got the best casks, in my opinion. Although, to be honest, it was back in 1991. 92, I mean. Yeah, the cage bottles, PG. I know. I did bring one up. When I thought we were going to be tasting an ex-bourbon, I did bring up the ex-bourbon cage bottle. I think they put them back in the cage, didn't they?
Put it down.
Oh, deeper. Don't push that in. I've got to replace that. Tony Nelson just joined. We're already drunk, Tony. Sorry, you've missed the build-up. How long have we been talking? We're an hour in. Went to pour my green 13, but it's just too low to pour. Oh no, Dustin. So I poured the 12 green. Now the 12 green is ex-bourbon, isn't it? Sadly, I remain completely off profile for today's theme of slightly sherried Springbanks. Yes, that's right. I've never tried the 12. I suspect we might like that one better.
Very fat.
I like it. The more I come back, in contrast to these, it's too different. And it comes across as weird and sour. But coming off the Deanstons...
Yeah, after Deanston, I prefer these.
Oh, PG, got your 15 core range in front of me. Well done.
Very,
Greg, I know. I do think of you when I think, oh, I probably didn't have enough water in between there. Yes, I think you're probably right, Greg. You're probably right.
This one is very different, very bare barley type.
Yeah, it's bare barley type. Just for Greg, where is my water? Cheers, Greg. That is unique. With a little question mark over the cork. So funny. So funny.
It's very battery character. Very unique. Almost. It's back to serve because it's not Norman.
Where's the
It's overwhelming for me because it's so many herbs that you get everything.
Oh wow, the second half of that D&M liquor. You think you're done,
Very, very done.
and then the actual magic happens. Look, all I can do is accept it for what I'm tasting, and I like it a lot.
But you prefer this more than this?
I don't consider it a Springbank. This is not really a Springbank in these modern flavour types. They're just not the same. They really aren't.
So you prefer this more or this more?
No, this is better. But
Because
we've already said, though, that this is better than the Jura. Glencadam, Flaming Heart, the other Jura. Where are you going to put this on the shelf? I think probably in here somewhere. But then the local barley I preferred better. But there again, we have local barley. This is mainly the 16 and the 11 represented up here. Top shelf dusting, the 12 green doesn't hold up. Okay. Kind of funky wet barrel on the green. Vegetal notes. It's fine. Okay, fair enough. I can see that. There's a reason it's nearly full. Fine. So fun. Wifey and I having a Springbank 10 along with you. Ah, Captain Willoughby. Thank you for joining
let me
in.
just put back then.
No, standard Springbank 10. Let's see. Scrolling down. Might be just joined. What batch of the cask strength? It was, yes, Dustin, 56.2. You're right. This is 2018. Is that right? Oh, 70% sherry. Or is it 65? I've got two notes on here. Not very helpful. I think it's 70. Yeah, there you go. Greg. Yes, corked or OBE. I just don't know. Right, I've got to the bottom. MHD, you're drinking Jack Daniel's single barrel? Okay, 130 proof. Fair enough. At least it's a good one. I think.
So, do you prefer actually? I'm not ever sure. I think I may go for this one. This one seems safe.
This is a separate category. It was brought up just to compare to the Dà Mhìle.
I'm not so comfortable with this one.
I understand.
Why? It's because it's too different.
The 12 cask strength for me was behind the local barley, and this is the 2018 version. The mystery Springbank Demijohn bottle.
Because you can buy it anyway.
That's very young. You can smell that is more new
But
making.
yeah, it's very diluted.
Yeah.
But in a fresh flavor of youth flavor, but not summer flavor. It's a youth.
What do we do about this? I'm totally conflicted.
It's not good actually.
No.
It's very tacky.
Yeah. I think the 12 is better than this.
It's very tacky.
Tacky, but I like tacky.
Yeah, that's true. Forget it. This is organic 7 year.
Just taste it and give me your reaction. Oh, I wonder what barley that is. I think that's quite classy. Fuller, more powerful, more obvious flavors. Sorry, Greg.
It is very intense, dark, deep.
Right, I'm giving it.
Thick, concentrated.
I'm giving it.
It needs so much focus.
Guilty pleasure on that one. Right then. Thanks for watching. I'm waiting for Deepa to come to some kind of conclusion.
But I'm very, very, very overwhelmed with this. I just find it very darky, but yummy.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So we take it out the picture. We put this in the picture.
Burps. Very, very sweet. Thick. Concentrated.
Thanks, Petehead. I
Oh,
see your
there's
message.
actually better than this
Ah! Eliminated.
because it gives you more focus. Just I prefer this one over this.
Then that's eliminated as well then. See? So you were saying that you like this one the best as well then? Actually, that's fair enough because our best 12 cask strength is there. And we're saying this is better than the Jura. And it's going to be in here somewhere. Oh, the Glentockers, no name. Do you want to try this one?
Okay. Okay. Because I have to compare. My memory is fresh. It's better to try now.
This one being a 31-year Jura bourbon barrel.
ABV is 44.
Oh yeah, this was like nothingness but magic.
I prefer this one. I prefer this more. Oh, it was supposed to be. I was supposed to say for myself.
Oh, sorry.
So you know that it's better than this, sure.
I have to concentrate on pouring. It's got to that stage. Somebody send pizza. Yeah. Last sip of the show. Look, we've got all of these bottles off screen here. Okay, Petehead.
I'm gonna add water to this.
No, because it doesn't matter anymore. Greg, thanks Whiskey Mystery. Thanks Greg. Hope to see everyone soon. Oh. Counting the minutes till next Sunday. God bless you. Feeling deeper. Thanks, Captain Willoughby. I don't know what we would do next Sunday. What would we do?
No, but I got a son.
I mean, we don't have any more whiskies to drink.
Well, I mean, there are many whisky, but we do not know how to approach.
No, but we've done everything live. Are you going to try that one more
I
time?
said I'm just very.
Okay, then, Greg, let's see. Question of the day. I'm a bit nostalgic for the malted man cave videos. I haven't seen malted man cave for a while. That's a good point. Is the whiskey better after 10 times trying it? Revisit and compare. Click Queen Gal. I did think we could be doing heels. You know, whatever bottles are like down to the last heel, we could be, do we still like it? Drink them on a revisit with a theme. Maybe. Bruichladdich versus Bunnahabhain.
Revisit. Okay, you revisit with the
Bruichladdich.
theme.
Are you going to drink that?
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay, we're still waiting. No rush. Top shelf Dustin. Mike and I need to get malted man cave on another live. I saw him last weekend.
Wow. That's magic.
Oh, it does.
Wow. I mean, they're not nothing sweet out, but it has that magic.
It does have the magic.
That puts you in with the vibrancy.
It's definitely nothing like the other Springbanks.
No.
It's really unique. Is it going on the sharing list?
No.
That means I'll put it on the sharing list for a little bit if you want to try it. In fact, I updated the sharing list. So there's about 100 bottles on there at the moment.
That is about I said no, because we know but we'll never buy it again.
We will never buy it again. Not at $600.
Yeah, that is why. And I'm just trying to forget it out again. So I'm writing it again and again.
Do a whiskey shopping video, Sugar Kitty. Now you're just making us buy more whiskies. Spin a wheel and compare for 2 or 3. Bobby J, I think I've actually got rid of it. Is it down here still? Is it over there? Oh, I didn't see it. No, we actually used to have a spin a wheel. Might be. We'll just have to get more. It's actually been 50 days since we last bought a whiskey, which is a new record. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Keith brought 23-year independent bottled Springbank. 23. Is it the... what the hell? I'm blanking on the name now, but we have one that's 23-year. It's the one that's watered down to 42.5%, right? Where is it? The Calvert Wooldley. Oh, speaking's getting difficult.
But it's got a Woodley. I've not heard of it.
It's the only Springbank 23 independent bottle I think it could be. We have it.
But I've never heard of it.
Well, we have it downstairs.
So get it.
It was good.
Get it up, bring it up.
No, no more drinking. Only crisps.
Oh.
Let's see. Captain Willoughby. Honestly, it's just good getting us all together. I know that's the thing, isn't it? It's really just to hang out and a chat. You know, if it was a local whiskey bar, we'd just be hanging around the tables and chatting.
But can we go for the
bring
next
back the
time?
channel. We'll see. He's got more free time these days. Now that he's a free man again. Oh, free man. That doesn't sound that good.
Pan. Oh, you mean
I hope
very
Keith is
boring.
okay.
You mean.
Yeah. Shopping videos are good. The problem is when I go into a shop, I tend to go
I
shopping.
know you say you're going to Singapore for the first time.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but you've got a ticket confirmed.
In theory, I'm going to Singapore. We'll see.
For the first time in life.
That's where Deepa's mum is and Deepa's sister is. I should have gone the other way around. Deepa's sister there first, and that's why her mum is there. Yeah, exactly.
No more Whisky.
Oh, might be. Calvert Woodley is a store near me. Might be.
But are you now?
Is it not in Washington? Somebody, Mike, it wasn't you, was it? I don't think so. Got me that extra bottle. Leave your credit card at home, Greg, before shooting video shops. That's a good idea.
Very good idea.
Are you happy with today's whiskies?
It's very more magic.
More magic? Hmm?
But it was Norman Evans. And I'm quite sad about that I answered to this. But it's only 7 years. But the summary of this is that the older the better. But after that, I did not like this one D. It was okay.
Yeah.
This paper was actually better than paper one D.
True. So there you go. 7-year-olds can be better.
It's better than this.
For me, this is something very unique.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad we didn't pay 600 for it.
That's true.
I'm glad we paid 168 for it.
Wow.
Which is still expensive. I would absolutely love to try another version of the same bottle.
Yeah, if we can.
To be sure it tastes the same. But unique in itself.
It's not smoky at all. It's not even funky. But this flavors berry type. Cereal.
Try it now. Interesting. Unique Springbank. Like no other Springbank I've tried before. Absolutely unique.
Very different.
Yeah. If somebody wants to try it, look out for the sharing list. I'll put it on briefly.
It is overwhelming because it's so different. It's very berry type. Very foreign.
Yeah.
That you almost feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. It'll be on the sharing list at this price. Not the $600 price. Okay, Singapore is dangerous whiskey wise. I told you, yeah. But the prices are not very good there, right, Greg? Dustin, I've got 100% sherry, Springbank 25. That was very refilled, meaning not very sherry, right? It took a good year for the sherry to really come about.
Wow, to
So
be
give it
average,
time.
to be average.
No, what Dustin's saying is it could be a very long time before you notice the sherry in the bottle. Might be. Old Alliance in Singapore is legendary. Ooh, okay.
I don't know about that is. I'm not sure, but is it about oat and it?
I'm laughing at Dustin's comment. Right, that backs up the fact that prices are not that good.
But I'm not sure, but it's oat and it. That would tell me.
Okay, I'll tell you after. Right. Thanks, Captain Willoughby. Singapore or whatever. Shopping every time. Olympic 1000. Fantastic. Well, again, thanks everyone for watching. We don't know when we'll be back.
Because I'm going 8th of August.
Next Sunday, we're doing a whiskey tasting with our friend Sean. Deepa is running away to Singapore early. I will go there later.
And then bring me back here and nothing. But for over there, we're going to a video of the distillery.
We'll do something.
In just a couple.
Look, thanks everyone for joining us on these live streams. It's been such a fun journey. We've blind tasted about, I don't know, 350 whiskies, something like that. I mean, look at the shelf behind us. We've got nothing to complain about. If we never bought another whiskey, we've got at least 5 years, if not 10 years.
Yeah, I bet we don't have
of amazing whiskies to get through. And
just got about our own.
Yeah, come and visit. Help us get through these whiskies. We'll see you sometime soon. Okay. I'm hitting the out button.
What did he say?
This is it. Goodbye.